and welcome to Round Robin. I'm your host, Robin McCormick with the City of Hampton. And today we are going to invite you to a wonderful and different fundraiser called the Fur Ball. My guests here are from the SPCA, Ellen Thacker and Megan Steele. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
It is a very different event. I've only heard about it. I haven't been, but you guys are benefiting animals, and it's really like all about the dogs and the cats. I know Ryan brings his cat.
Ryan brings his cat. We had a bird last year.
Mm-hmm. Tell us how this event unfolds and what it's like, because it really is different. You guys have a unique thing going on.
We do. It's actually an event where you're allowed to bring your animals, which is very unique, especially in this area. And it's a gala. It's a big party. We have a silent auction and a cocktail hour. We have a live auction and dinner and dancing. It's a seated dinner. Everyone comes in black tie, and even the animals, and Jim's got her bow on today.
Jim, and we should introduce, this is Jim, she's
Jim.
From the SPCA visiting us today.
Yes.
She's looking for a home.
She needs a home. She's super sweet.
She's beautiful. What a face.
Yeah. But it's a great event, and the great thing is that the money goes directly to the shelter to help care for the animals. So, like Jim.
So, Ellen, how much does it cost to run that shelter year-round? You guys need some support, right?
It is expensive, and yes, as a matter of fact, a little background, the Peninsula SPCA in January of 2015, a little more than a year ago, converted to operate as a no-kill shelter, and that had been a goal of our board for years. And so we finally got to the place where we could do it. Our local municipalities opened their own municipal
because
shelter.
You used to take this,
yes.
But we have a legal mandate to handle dangerous dogs and dogs that are, so we couldn't be, we can't be 100% no-kill.
That's right. Although we think we can get to be a no-kill community eventually, working together, and that's our goal. But the Peninsula SPCA just decided that we wanted to focus on humane education and outreach to our community with humane issues. So about a year ago, we became that no-kill shelter, and in order to do that, we had to give up about $1 million in funding, which was about 2/3 of our operating budget. So yes, fundraisers like the Fur Ball.
But you also lost some of the work, so you really shifted.
We did, but we don't lose the overhead of the building.
No, not at all.
We certainly reduced our staff quite a bit, but we still have our petting zoo to take care of, our shelter facility. And we take in as many animals as we can still. I mean, our primary goal is still to find homes for homeless pets. Most of the animals that we take in now either come from owners who for some reason can no longer keep their pets, or they are transferred into us from other open admission shelters, overcrowded shelters, as close as the new Peninsula Regional Shelter down Jefferson Avenue, as far away as Georgia. So we do everything we can and reach out as much as we can to bring homeless pets into our shelter, because I will say our community has been very supportive, and our adoptions are terrific.
I think that's, one of the things I think that people who care about animals all work together.
Yes.
It's not a competitive environment. We all want the animals to find their forever home, to be adopted, to be cared for.
Right.
And so, that exchange, as I was telling you before we started taping, I spent quite a bit of time visiting shelters with my son a little more than a year ago looking for animals. And the cooperation really struck me, how in some areas there may be more hunting areas, rural areas there may be a lot of hounds. And so she may be transferred in to have some variety down here.
Right.
There may be a lot of pit bulls or German shepherds sometimes in the urban areres, and you get a mix.
Well, and I think the goal is just we all want them to have good homes and have the right home. A hound needs a special kind of home, and
they run a lot, right?
Yes,
they got a lot.
I
can tell. I thought she was a puppy because she has so much energy, and she's not.
No, she's not. We think she's 6, so even for a 6-year-old, she's got a lot of energy, and she wants to go out and snoop. So you need, and that I think that's the good thing about being able to transfer between the shelters, is to be able to.
It gets closer to people, and not everybody can make that big regional trip to visit 6 or 8 different shelters. So if you're all sharing animals and information, people can go to one and find an animal that fits.
That's absolutely true.
Right. She wants to go now.
She does. Look at her.
She's like, well, that kind of feels
girl.
good.
So the fur ball is a little bit pricey because it is a very big event and you want to get a lot of support out of it.
We would like to raise $250,000 with this event this year, which is a little more than
$250 million.
Yeah, which we need for the shelter.
So what percentage of your budget would that be? I mean, this is a big.
That's actually a little more than 25% of our annual operating budget, so it's very significant
This is
for
a
the shelter's
crucial
success.
event for
Very
you guys.
crucial,
You
yes,
need
it is.
to reach folks. And tickets are available in advance.
They're on sale now, and human tickets are $135, but that includes cocktail hour and the dinner, and of course we have some great live and silent auction items. We have some trips, a great golfing trip to Pinehurst. So
people like that.
yeah, so we have some amazing things that you can bid on that also go to the animals. And if you want to bring your pet, it's $75 for a pet ticket. And of course, they get to be the stars of the show, so they get to do the red carpet pet parade, and we really make a big deal about them.
Oh, do you have photographers there?
We do. You can actually get your pet portrait. We'll have a photo booth, and this year the photo booth will have a dog version as well, or a cat version. So you can get your pet's photo all over. Plus, we have photographers roaming the room. So
Now, do the animals get along? Like, are there ever little clashes?
It's funny you say that because this will be my fourth fur ball, and I have never seen an animal disagreement yet. So it is amazing. It's like they seem to know, they're happy.
They're on their,
because they're on
whenever
their
we
best
get dressed
behavior.
up, we're all on our good behavior.
That's
aren't
right.
we?
That's exactly
it carries over to the
They are.
animals.
Even, last year and in past years, not only do we have dogs, we've had cats come. We've had someone last year bring a little bird, and even with all the species kind of hanging out together, everybody seems to just get along. And I think it's also because the animals are very happy to be there with their people.
And most of us aren't going to bring an animal that isn't ready.
Right.
We have a little
That's
bit
true.
more sense than that.
That's
so.
true.
well, and the other thing is that we have great volunteers. So if you come to the event and you want to be able to do the dinner and the dancing and not be towing your pet along, we actually have pet escorts. And they will.
Oh, that is so cool.
They will pamper your pet while you enjoy the rest of the evening.
Your
as
pet
well.
gets its
It's like
own
babysitters.
escort.
You take turns holding the baby
Yep.
so mom and
And
dad can eat.
Our volunteers love this event because they get an opportunity to see so many different pets. So it's a good thing.
I will say too, you have dedicated volunteers.
Yeah, we do.
People become so committed. One of the things we used to do when my kids were little was to try to teach them to set aside some money for donations. So they had, my little savings can, the money I can spend can, and the donation can. And the donation can, they got to pick where it went, and it always went to the SPCA
Oh, that's
every
great.
year because, kids really relate to animals.
They do. And I've been amazed since I've been there how many school groups and children just really care about the animals and want to do fundraisers. We just had an SCA group that did a Valentine's sale and sold pencils and erasers and raised over $200.
See, isn't that neat? And that's part of your mission too, I
Right.
think, is that education and teaching people about caring for animals.
And that has become, especially in the last year, a bigger and bigger part of our mission to reach out to the community, not just with the children, but we're starting to do some adult classes too now. We just completed a class on bully breed education, so folks who do have bully breed dogs or want to have an interest in adopting a bully breed can learn what they're all about, learn how to handle them, what special needs they have. And I think that was very well received, and I think we'll definitely do that again.
That's really interesting because there are, so many pit bulls
There are.
at shelters. And I know I have a fear, and the regional animal shelter brought one in here, and she was a sweetheart and she was adorable, but I still have that fear about, are they unpredictable? What can I
Right.
expect?
Right.
So helping people through that transition is a wonderful idea.
Yeah, we think it's something that was long overdue, and because people do, there are plenty of fans of bully breed dogs, and not without reason, because
They
they
have
can be
strong
wonderful
personalities.
pets. Yeah, they do, strong
Yes.
everything, but
Yeah.
but they are loyal, intelligent dogs. And actually, at the middle of the last century, they were the most popular dog breed in this country. So, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's all important. Okay, so let's recap.
Okay.
Fur Ball is when?
April 16th from 6 to 11 p.m. at the Hampton Roads Convention Center in
Okay.
Hampton.
But we're encouraging people to get tickets in advance to make
Yeah.
sure they get seats. And how do they do that?
We can you can go on our website at peninsulaspca.org, and they definitely want to get tickets in advance because we cannot do tickets at the door because it's a gorgeous seated dinner.
Oh,
and
that's right.
We want to
You've
make sure
got to
everyone
have-
has food. Yeah.
Okay. Duh. Okay, that sounds wonderful. And if they're bringing an animal, they're welcome to. There's an extra charge for that.
$75 to bring your pet, but we promise to pamper them, and we have a martini bar where they can get treats and they have a good time at the event as well.
Yeah.
That's nice. Will you get to bring? Well, hopefully Jem will have a home by then.
She better have a home by then. Yeah.
Yes, she will.
That sounds wonderful. Okay, and if people are interested in Jem, I'm going to go ahead and put in a plug. They should contact you. She is looking for a home.
She is, and I have actually been taking her out some, and she has spent the night at my house, and she really is a super sweet dog, and she needs a home possibly with other dogs because she's very social.
She does seem
And
very social.
She seems to do better when she's around other pups. So
And they could help train her.
exactly, she's a follower for sure with that hound in her. So she definitely, I think, would excel.
Well, okay. Good luck. I hope you are a sellout, and
you.
good luck in your mission. I think it's
Thank you.
important to the community that we do educate people about pets and how to take care of them and how to make sure they're wanted and we don't have too many unwanted animals, and we look to help those that are already here first.
Right, exactly.
All right. Thank you, Ellen, and thank you, Megan.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching. I hope you will consider this benefit and enjoy the fur ball. And if not, volunteer at the SPCA or consider a donation to them. Thanks for watching.